Welcome back guys. Huutaiii has just released the free Temporal super sampling mod for Elden Ring nightreign. The mod is still in development and currently supports the following features: DLSS4, it's DLA only. This is for RTX GPUs. FSR 3.1 native anti-aliasing, no upsampling support. HDIN, borderless and windowed screen modes. In this video I'll be showing you how to install this mod on ROG Ally running on Windows 11 and Steam Deck running on SteamOS. Both of my handheld PCs don't support HDR, so I'll be skipping it. Known issues: crashes when changing resolution to higher than your monitor's resolution in borderless screen mode. Installation instructions: we need to disable easy anti-cheat. This means we won't be able to play the game in online co-op mode, need to play the game in solo mode. Extract the contents of the mod to this directory, Elden Ring nightreign game. If you are using reshade, just rename txgi.tll file in nrss folder to d3d12.tll. Need to set the in-game anti-aliasing setting to high. From advanced graphics setting, press the N keyboard key to open the mod menu. Download the mod from here. Click on download all. Instructions for disabling EAC has been provided by Huutaiii. Click on this link. This is Huutaii's Patreon page. Okay, this mod disables Chromatic Aberration, also disables EAC. Click on download all. These files will get downloaded. Huutaiii also has an FSR frame generation mod for Elden Ring. I am pretty sure they will be able to add support for upscaling and FSR frame generation to their nightreign mod. Keep an eye out for this mod's updates. Okay, first I'll be installing the mod to disable Chromatic Aberration on my ROG Ally. Install the mod loader, open its archive file, copy the two files present inside this archive file, open the game's install directory, game folder, paste the files here, open remove Chromatic Aberrations archive file, copy this mods folder, need to paste the folder in the game's directory, inside the game folder right here, right next to the game's main exe file. Now I'll show you how to disable easy anti-cheat. Just copy this text file, steam_app id, open the game's install directory, open game folder, paste it here. Now we need to add a launch argument to the game. This is the launch argument that we need to use. I'll provide in the description of the video. You can copy it from there. Select the game in your Steam library, click on the settings cog here, click on properties, under launch options, add this line of text. Now I'll install the Temporal super sampling mod, open its archive file, copy all of the files and folders present inside this archive file, open the game's install directory, open game folder, paste everything here in this directory. Process complete, everything has been installed. Adrenaline settings for the game: FreeSync enabled, VSync disabled, anti-lag setting enabled. For this game I have set the UMA buffer size to 4 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 3.1. I have installed Ally's latest official GPU driver that adds support for Doom the Dark Ages using a 27 watts manual profile, all three power values set at 27 watts, CPU boost disabled, resolution set to 720p. I'll be using LSFG to double the FPS. This game's performance on Ally is heavily limited by the single core CPU performance. Connected my FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro controller to Ally via Bluetooth mode, launch the game. At game launch you will see this prompt at the top of the display. Upon reaching the menu you will see this connection error. This means EAC is not working. That's exactly what we wanted. Show you the in-game settings. Display set to borderless Windows 720p resolution. Auto detect setting disabled. Advanced setting, make sure anti-aliasing is set to quality. Is required for using Huutaii's mod. I have set most of the settings to medium. Motion blend depth of field disabled. Water surface quality set to high. Enable mod menu by pressing the N keyboard key. Enable offset screen edges setting. This will fix the graphical artifacts that are produced around the edges of the screen. From this drop down bar, select FSR anti-aliasing. Everything should be working now. There's a character. Here FPS is close to 50, not hitting the GPU bottleneck. Game's performance is limited by the single core CPU performance. Check out the image quality. It's looking sharp, clean, not observing any artifacts around our character model. 85% GPU load, this is insane. Few hitches here and there. Okay, I'll just enable LSFG, do it quickly. On ROG Ally you can even use AFMF, LSFG settings, type LSFG 3.1, mode fix multiplier 2, flow scale maxed out, not using its performance mode, not using any of lossless scalings, upscaling algorithms, sync mode default maximum latency 1, draw FPS setting on, flip cursor setting on, hotkey combo for enabling LSFG, control alternates, back to the game, enabled it, press its hotkey. Yeah, GPU load increase. That's why I'm running the game at 720p resolution using FSR 3.1 native anti-aliasing. FPS with frame generation 90. Check out the latency, not bad. Not observing any significant artifacts around the character model, but sometimes our character's head flickers, nothing extreme. HUD elements are not flickering. Oh, this guy scared me. Use my ability. Yes, a good experience on ROG Ally, combining LSFG and Huutaiii mod. Now I'll show you how to install this mod on Steam Deck. Download the mod from Huutaii's page. Click on the .7g link here. Now Huutaii's CMD method for disabling EAC did not work for me on Steam Deck. It was causing the game to crash, so I'll be using a different method. Installing the mod for disabling chromatic aberration is optional, completely up to you if you want to install it. You can download it from this link. Open the mod's archive file, need to extract its contents. Select all of the files and folders present inside this archive window. Drag and drop them outside of this window like this. Extraction complete. Select the extracted files and folders, right click, cut. Open the game's installed directory. Select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, click on browse local files. Open game folder, paste everything here. Done. Now I'll show you how to disable easy anti-cheat. You just need to replace the name of nightreign.exe with start_protected_game.exe and vice versa. First just create a backup of start protected game. Select, right click, copy. I'll create a backup of it on the desktop. Right here, right click, paste one file. Now go back to the game's installed directory where the game's main exe file is present. Game folder. Now select this file, start protected game, right click, rename, copy this text. Now I can delete this file, move to trash. Select nightreign.exe file, right click, rename, paste. We change its name from nightreign to start_protected_game. Now I'll paste the backup file in this directory, the file which I created earlier. It's present on the desktop. There it is. Just change its name to nightreign, rename. Select it, right click, cut. Open the game's installed directory. Browse, game, paste it here. That's it. Now when we launch the game from Steam, this exe file will get executed, which will disable EAC. For this game I'm using gproton version 10-4 as the compatibility layer. Was not required to add any launch argument to the game in order to get Huutaiii mod working. This is the LCD variant of Steam Deck. Display supports up to 60Hz refresh rate. Yeah, this game's FPS is also capped at 60. You'll see Huutaii's mod prompt at the top of the display when you launch the game. This means the mod is working. There you go. Upon reaching the menu screen, connection error prompt should pop up. This means easy anti-cheat is not working. Screen mode set to borderless window, 800p resolution, auto detect setting off, advanced setting. From here make sure anti-aliasing quality is set to high, texture quality, SSAO quality and shader quality set to medium, depth of field motion blur disabled. Most of settings here set to low, glass quality set to medium, no low preset exists for it. In order to open Huutaiii Mod Menu, you need to press the N keyboard key. If you don't have a keyboard, just map the N keyboard key to any of Steam Deck's back grip buttons. Just press the key. There's the Mod Menu. From here, check the setting offset screen edges. Fixes the artifacts that are produced around the edges of the display after enabling FSR anti-aliasing. Tap on the drop down bar next to anti-aliasing and select FSR. There you go. If you have the OLED variant of Steam Deck, you can try enabling mods HDR. Here I am in the round table hole. Here FPS is close to 40. In the world of Limwell, FPS will be within a range of 30 to 40. Better to cap the FPS at 30. Check out the image quality. Beautiful armor. Weapons of my character. The halberd and the shield. Okay, I'll commence expedition solo. Unfortunately, I'm not aware of any frame generation technique that works on Steam Deck in this game. Expedition started. As you can see, FPS dropped to around 33, 32. So I'll just apply a 30 FPS cap. Yeah, my Steam Deck has developed stick drift issue. And that's why performance game setting is not popping up. Finally, set the slider to 30. Back to the game. Much better now. The stability. I'll quickly clear this cap. Missed the attack. Hopefully Huutaiii will be able to add FSR frame generation support to the mod soon. Guy blew the horn. That's it for the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.